All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to our continuing coverage from Super Bowl 60. I'm Bram Weinstein with a legend here, former top 2 overall pick, Robert Gallery of the Raiders, long NFL career, and a president of Athletes for Care, and BJ Ganem, who served for the United States in Iraqi freedom. First of all, thank you very much for all of your service. We're going to talk about disabled veterans, mental health, and how you guys are working together. What brought the two of you together?
I think there are a lot of ideas, and I was lucky enough through my work with Athletes for Care to be able to speak at the DAV convention, and I'm a big supporter of our veterans. And so BJ and I were introduced, and we talked about how we could bring the two communities together and bring back the game that they had done for so long. So that's how the conversation started.
Yeah, DAV, Disabled American Veterans. Tell me a little bit about the organization.
It's fantastic. I got injured in 2004 and I became a DAV Life member in 2005. And they provide some really great programs, a lot about the benefits. They have some of the best officers for free giving veterans guidance on what benefits they qualify for and how to attain those. I just took part in the Entrepreneur Boot Camp to really help with my business. That was fantastic. They provide vans to people that can't get down for rides to the VA and volunteer drivers. And for them to see the value in this game that we played for so long, for like 10 years before all these Super Bowls, mixing it up with these NFL legends and really working together on how we can overcome some of these same struggles. For them to see the value in it and help us bring it back to life, I just can't thank them enough.
You mentioned the game. When you say the game, what are you talking about?
It's a flag football game. So if you can think of like the Harlem Globetrotters or the Savannah Bananas, it's like a church picnic. We come out there, we play some flag football, we have some fun celebrating America's favorite game and celebrating the fact that we willingly serve the United States so that we can have things like this in this country. And for us to get better, we got to work together and find those commonalities.
Why did you want to work on the game? What drew you into that?
This, I've always been a big supporter of our veterans. I've done when I was playing in the NFL. I did some fundraisers for police and military families. My dad was a veteran, served in Vietnam, and then I found healing from issues I had from my TBI and concussions with a bunch of veterans. So those are my people now, and I want to bring the two communities together because we as athletes, when we're done, right, the lack of identity, all these things that happen, plus the damage we do to our brains and our bodies, right, and to find healing, like mine was with a group of veterans because we think the same, we have the same mentality, and so that's what brought us together and why I'm so passionate about it.
That was your experience too, that there's a lot in common with ex-athletes as well?
There really is. We willingly do this. Like we work to be either a Marine or an NFL player. And once that uniform comes up, it's a big cliff. And you do have a lot of brain injuries. And so you're not thinking clearly. And I think we underestimate how hard that transition is going to be to come together and realize that, we idolize the NFL players, right? A lot of times they idolize what we do, to see that we had some commonalities. And then to be able to disassociate ourselves with our problems and see ourselves in somebody else.
Yeah.
That really does help these two communities overcome these challenges, which are all overcomable if we have access to psychedelic enhanced medicine, some of these non-traditional medicines, but more importantly, having that community of just knowing like, hey, you're enough to hang out with us and we'll figure it out together.
I've heard a lot of these conversations that people talk about it now. It's more open than maybe it was, but I guess you can only be told until you experience it.
Absolutely.
And that's different.
Yes, it is. And that was my case, right? I had gone through the channels of modern medicine trying to fix the brain fog, the depression, the suicidal thoughts, all these things. And until I heard a former Navy SEAL on a podcast, right, I called him and there was no question I was going to do this. And so once you've been through it, right, this medicine Ibogaine that I took, right, and a lot of these veterans are doing, is it helps fix your brain, helps fix PTSD, addiction, all these things. And so I'm trying to bring through Athletes for Care to the NFL and sports community what my friends did for the veteran community. Because there's a lot of these guys, they talk about it, they talk about their struggles, and then they go find healing.
A lot of the alumni are going to see this. What would you want to say to NFL alumni that may relate to what you're talking about?
Yeah, reach out. athletesforcare.org. We've had a ton of guys reach out since I've started telling my story, right? Just saying, that's very similar to what I'm going through with the rage, the depression, the suicidal thoughts. And so reach out. That was the biggest thing I did, was actually make a call to one of my friends and ask for help. And there are other things to do. I'm not saying psychedelic assisted therapy is the answer for everyone, but there are other options, because a lot of especially former NFL guys and NHL guys I talk to, they have tried everything like I did. They did the hyperbaric chamber. They do all those things. So there are answers.
Sports with high impact, a lot of concussions. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yep. And males, females. So reach out. Right. We have the resources and can lead you to whatever you may need.
And what do you want to tell the alumni about how they can get associated with disabled American veterans?
Yeah, so DAV.org is how you can get involved. And we're looking to partner with you. This is where I'm so proud that for the first time we actually have a representative for the other side of the ball. We're not trying to make it all about the veterans, and the thing is that we have to get involved and start doing the work. It's going to be different for everybody. But even if you don't feel like you need help and you feel like you're all right, join up, because there's somebody else that can learn like how you became successful, right? And like working together, we can raise all ships. And it's just so much fun to spend time with these men and women that we watched on Saturday and Sunday football, to be out there and see that they're humans just like us. And having them work with us, teaching us, and us being able to teach them makes us all stronger. And then just trying to include the rest of all the fans of the NFL and the military, that you're all going through hard stuff too, right? So if these type systems work for us, it's going to work for you too. And let's find a way to work together.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're doing. My father is a veteran, served in World War II for the United States Army in the European theater, so I really appreciate everything that you all are both doing. Robert Gallery, BJ Ganem, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.